Hi there, and welcome to Learning with Jezza, here on Jezza Time. I'd like to talk to you today about verbs. Verbs are they're doing words and describe the action of the nouns. For example, the child laughed. Child is the noun, laughed is the verb. Footballer scored. Footballer is the noun and the action is scored, so the verb is scored. The dog barked. Barked would be the verb. In writing, some verbs are weak and some are strong. So you might like to think about maybe improving your writing by replacing a weaker verb with a more powerful one. For example, in an earlier video, I talked about the elf went into the forest. Now, we improved that sentence by adding adjectives, but we could improve the sentence by replacing the weak verb with a more powerful one. So, the verb in that sentence would be went, because it describes the action of the elf. But it's a very weak verb. It doesn't really tell you very much about just how the elf went into the forest. So if we thought about replacing it with a more powerful verb, it would make the writing more interesting. For example, we could say the elf wandered into the forest, or the elf stumbled into the forest. The elf might have crept into the forest, or staggered into the forest. These are much more powerful verbs, and they paint a picture in the reader's mind of just how the elf might well have moved. So, why don't you think about making your writing more interesting by putting powerful verbs into it? But be careful, don't do this with every single verb. It's good to sometimes keep the simple ones as well. I hope this has helped, and if so, please press like, subscribe and share. Until we meet again though, it's goodbye from me, Jezza.